My name is Susie Green and I am the CEO of Mermaids, which is a charity that supports transgender and gender diverse children and young people and their families. The charity was set up over 20 years ago, and it was a group of parents that were attending the Tavistock and Portman, which is the gender identity service on the NHS, and it was suggested by the director at the time that it might be good to start a support group. So that was ran from 1995 till 1998, just simply as a support group, and then they moved it to be a charity. So over the last few years that's all evolved. Mainly because the numbers of families and young people coming to us has grown over 700% over the last 5 years in terms of the volume. Terrifying. I thought I had a very sensitive, quite effeminate little boy who was likely to be gay. So when she told me when she was 4, and the way that she vocalised it to me was that God had made a mistake and she should have been a girl, I told her initially, and for the next 2 years really, that it was fine to be a boy and like girl stuff, and she didn't have to be a girl to like Barbies and whatever. And she just kept telling me that wasn't it, that she was a girl. And when she was 6, she asked me when she could have the operation because she'd spoken to one of her older cousins. Thank you very much. And I sort of realised that it wasn't going away, and in actual fact what was happening was I was seeing my child become more isolated as they began to realise that they didn't feel the same way as everybody else. As time went on, it actually got worse in terms of suddenly realising that actually this isn't something that's going away. It's something that is very deeply held for my child, and I could recognise the fact that this for her was incredibly important. And then she went up into secondary school and she was annihilated. So the bullying was horrific. So I'd say she was much better in herself as soon as she was allowed to socially transition and be herself and present as a girl. But the external factors in terms of the abuse that she suffered then actually drove her into a position where I was on suicide watch for 3 years and she made 7 attempts. The main thing to say is that you're not on your own. There are thousands of young people across the country who are in exactly the same position as you, who feel the same way as you do. It will be okay, and you can get through this, and you can call us for support. You can go on our website and we do online chat. You can join our youth group so that you can speak to other people, and we will support you to achieve the best outcomes safely as possible. But the main thing is that this is not something that you need to bear by yourself.